Tom Rodriguez. I play in the band the Fetter Moment. I'm going to go over some of the gear that I use, starting with this guitar. This is the main guitar that I use. This is at least at the current moment, this is a Fender Starcaster reissue. They just reissued it. I've done a couple modifications to this guitar as well as to all the guitars that I use, just to streamline tone sounds and just more for different feel. I'll have other guitars and for backups. But for this I use lace alumitone humbucking pickups that are splittable. Usually in this there's 72 wide range pickups, which are the reissues, which they're just a PAF shoved into like a the shell of a 72 wide range. It's not really a wide range pickup. The other thing, I made adapters so that it would fit on top of the mounting rings that were there, so that I could put these humbucking pickups in here. Something else to note is that whereas in the usual, straight from the factory, the toggle switch is here, I left it there so there's not a hole in the guitar, but I moved the toggle switch here, the jack from the bottom here to here, and then I made it to where it was a master volume, master tone. This is the volume, this is the tone, and I have actually coil taps on all of my guitars. This is going to be the bridge coil tap, and this is the neck coil tap. So basically I can either have it like sounding like an ES-335 or Les Paul kind of sounding with dual humbuckers, or I can have two single coils in there and get kind of a more spank or more top end to it, and everything in between. I use locking tuners on all my guitars as well. Now when it comes to my rig, when it comes to pedals, I have my signal running into my POG. Usually I go from my POG into my shadow fuzz by Morgan amplification, but right now I have my Rockbox boiling point in here just because I'm testing it out. I actually really dig this thing. It's nice. From there I go into my Pinnacle, or the Wampler Pinnacle Deluxe distortion pedal or whatever it is. Kind of gives it that Marshall-y sound. And then I have the Mayflower by Walrus Audio. And then from there it goes into TC Electronic Spark Boost. Really like that. Then it goes into my volume pedal. This thing is the gas pedal from the Millennium Falcon. It's huge. It's the let's see here, it's the Boss FV500H. There's a mouthful. And then from there, this is actually subject to change. This is the Strymon Timeline I'm using currently. And then the Verb, I'm using the PGS, which is the Pro Guitar Shop's version of the Hall of Fame, or their special edition of it, called the Trinity. And I have all the pedals running through this, which is a Cusack pedalboard tamer. Love this thing, really, really neat. Really makes life easy, in which you can make it either with, I can program it in to hit one button and it turns on a bunch of pedals, or I can just hit individual pedals turning on. From here, I have it going out to my amp. For the amp, I'm using a Valvetech Amplifier Company amp called a Hayseed 30. Really small company, but this thing is fantastic in sound. I have the ability to use matchless amps, and I actually prefer this thing over it. It's a 112 combo instead of a 212, standard in the Vox amps, at least of today. And I have, I think, a Blue Dog, Weber Blue Dog in the thing, I think. Sounds fantastic. Anyways, check him out. Rob's a great guy. Let's see here. I think that is it as far as gear. I also have, these are my other guitars. I have a Fender Jaguar. This is a blacktop special edition with the Blizzard Pearl. I'm not much into colors, but it's just I like the binding, and I love Jags. So it has the same setup. I have two lace aluminum humbucking pickups with coil taps. Everything top mounted. And the same thing for this Reverend here. This is a Reverend Charger. It's got, instead of a three-way toggle, it's got a three-way blade. Again, same thing with the master volume, master tone with coil taps. I actually disengaged this treble bleed or treble or bass boost or whatever it is that's in here, that's signature for the Reverends. It didn't really sit well with these pickups, and I kind of wanted to streamline all of my my guitars so that if I had to grab a different guitar, it wouldn't be as big of a deal and would have consistent tone. That's about it.